Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and today I want to do a review for you for 1970's The Dunwich Horror. The Dunwich Horror clocks in at 90 minutes and is directed by Daniel Haller. Daniel Haller did a lot of television in the 80s and the 70s. He did like BJ and the Bear, Airwolf, Matlock, um, basically you name it, the Fall Guy, stuff like that. You name it, he was probably done something on it. He also directed Die Monster Die, which is a pretty good flick. Um, this one is a weird one, though. It's based on H.P. Lovecraft, and I definitely think this one is a product of its time. It has a lot of the stuff you identify with the 70s, like the psychedelic stuff and all that kind of stuff. But a brief synopsis of the film. Um, a gentleman comes into like a museum, like a library type museum, and wants to look at the book, the Necronomicon. He has this way about him, almost like a mesmerizing fashion. I'm not sure if he hypnotizes the people, they never really go into that, but I kind of get that feeling. So they kind of give in to him, and he's stopped by a doctor. And the doctor is played by Ed Begley, who plays Dr. Henry Armitage. Um, he ends up getting the book anyway and going back to, well, hypnotizing somebody to get him the book. He ends up going back to a New England town where he's going to conjure up evil spirits. I'm kind of going to leave it there. There's a lot more to it, but you know, this is a pretty cool flick. It's definitely different. Now, the main character, or the guy who's trying to conjure up the evil spirits, is played by Dean Stockwell. His acting was interesting in the film. I know who Dean Stockwell is, and if you look him up, you'll probably know who he is too. But his part was played very wooden-like, which I thought was kind of interesting, although it did get a little monotonous towards the end. But he hypnotizes a young student named Nancy Wagner, played by Sandra Dee. Now, unfortunately, Sandra Dee passed away. Um, she passed away on February the 20th of 2005 from complications from kidney disease and pneumonia. I think she was best known for playing Gidget, if I'm not mistaken. But he's going to use her to conjure up the evil spirits. And like I said, I'm not really going to say anything more about it. Some of the other people that are in the film are Ed Begley. He's the one that played Dr. Henry Armitage. He passed away on April 28th of 1970 due to a massive heart attack. He was in Hang 'em High, Gunsmoke, Bonanza, stuff like that. And also, Sam Jaffe's in it. He's kind of famous for doing westerns as well. Unfortunately, he also passed away on March the 24th of 1984 due to cancer. This is a pretty fun flick. Like I said, it's a product of its time, so you kind of have to know what you're getting into. If you love 70s films with a lot of general weirdness, I guess that's a good way to put it. I guess definitely check this film out. I like it. I found that when I watched it recently, I didn't like it as much as when I watched it before. So this has gone down for me instead of me liking it more. I hope that's not a trend. Maybe I was just tired when I rewatched it. I'm not really sure. Some interesting things about the film. Peter Fonda turned down the role of Wilbur, who was played by Dean Stockwell eventually. Um, so I thought that was pretty cool. Um, Keira Dullea, David Carradine were other ideas for Wilbur, but of course Dean Stockwell ended up getting the part. Um, this was originally announced as a Mario Bava film in 1963, but for some reason that didn't pan out, so I don't know exactly what happened with that. But I think this film is a classic. It kind of, you can definitely tell it I don't know if it does, if it's the fact that it doesn't hold up well, if it seems a little bit more dated than it should be. Um, but like I said, it lost a little bit for me on the last watch. Um, I'm going to give this movie a 7. I'm going to give it a 7 because I don't know, like I said, if I was tired or if I was in a bad mood when I watched it last time. But it definitely didn't have the same effect on me as when I watched it previously. But 7, I think that's fair. That's my review for the Dunwich Horror. Um, if you've seen it, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear all about what you think about all this 70s influence stuff in there. There's a lot of it. But anyway, if you like what you see, hit that like button. And until next time, guys, peace.